Let's see. Can you guys see that photo okay, big?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's start with this guy. This is from Darkside Collectibles. We mentioned them earlier tonight. This is a teaser of a 1/3 scale, obviously a Michael Keaton Batman 89. What do you guys think of the sculpt here?
Looks pretty good to me.
Mm-hmm.
So you can definitely tell who it is.
I can.
Obviously, there is another version. Obviously, Prime 1 is doing one as well, but you do have to pay quite a bit more for that Bruce Wayne version as a combo pack with the 89 Batman. And I would assume by them teasing this, that means that it will have an unmasked portrait for their Batman itself, which I like. But this is the other image that they provided. So I would imagine that we'll probably start seeing a little bit more from them with this piece. Again, I'm really hoping that we hear a little bit more about Catwoman.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully she'll start shipping, and that way I think people will be able to see her in hand, and then have some pretty good faith in Darkseid to do the other pieces. They've also teased the DeVito Penguin. I can't imagine them actually being able to do the Nicholson. They did tease it, but I just can't imagine them being able to do it. I'm hopeful for them, but realistically, I don't think it's going to happen. But just take a look at Secret Sanctuary's YouTube channel, guys, if you want to see what Darkseid's capable of. Jeff has some great reviews, obviously, of the Star Trek pieces. That Captain Kirk, especially, I think turned out so well. And so, if you want to see more of what we're talking about, check out Jeff's channel. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so this was the big reveal today, actually kind of yesterday. This is the brand new Queen Studios Christian Bale. I think this is phenomenal.
Yeah.
To me, he is a little hard to capture. Oftentimes, I think he looks like President Bush,
Yeah.
the way he looks. But this looks like Christian Bale. There is no question. I think it's the best likeness of him ever.
Mm-hmm.
It's just phenomenal. They have to get the hair right, though. Queen Studios, some of the hair has been kind of wonky. But if they're able to nail this, somebody thought this was a render. This is not a render.
You got a big old super chat there, Chris.
Okay, hold on.
Dollar bills.
Let me get out of here. Sorry, I got to stop that there.
Should have did 50.
Oh my gosh, 50 from Vinny. Good Lord, Vinny. Jeez, thank you very much. That is awesome. Vinny, here's some Bat Bunker cash. Thank you very much, Vinny. That's incredible. It's way above and beyond. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'll add your name to the list. Thank you. Wow, absolutely incredible. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you, Vinny. That's awesome. Okay, we go back in. Okay. Are we back?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oops, I opened the wrong one. Hold on. Let me open with the photo gallery. Okay. Again, thank you, Vinny. That was awesome. So anyway, this is going to be a 1-to-1 life-size bust. Do you guys feel like this is better than the Infinity Batman?
Well, haven't we learned it's not a life-size bust?
It is a life-size bust because it is this.
But isn't it that a switch out for the?
So there are multiple different options. This is option number one.
Mm-hmm.
Just the Christian Bale Batman bust, as you see here. Option number two is going to be this guy right here. So this is a life-size statue, 1-to-1 statue, full statue with the cowl. Option number three is this life-size version with the cowl and the unmasked portrait. So those are your options.
Okay.
Whatever it is, I think it's the best likeness I've ever seen of Christian Bale. Honestly.
Yeah.
Without question. It's so good. They got the mouth right, eyes right. The suit looks really accurate to me. And look at the detail.
I think the masked, if you decide to just go with the masked one, it might not be as expensive because it seems like, like the Captain America was not as expensive as it like a whole silicone head with hair and all that.
Of course, this is still going to be over $10,000. We were kind of predicting before the show, maybe more like 15 for the whole statue. But then there's also this option where you get the bust and the body, and both heads are interchangeable. I actually reached out to John at Queen Studios today, and I said I feel like there's a big missed opportunity by not offering the bust with both the cowl and the unmasked portrait. I think there are definitely some people that would like to see that done. And so I hope they take that into consideration, because I think a lot of people would love a masked Bale portrait in bust form. Not everybody can spend over $10,000 on a full-size statue. But I think it's absolutely incredible. I think, like Fatal said earlier, like this is one of those ones where he's wanting to sell half his collection to make this happen.
Wow.
This is something I can see myself possibly doing. They also have that life-size Ledger Joker. I want to see how that one turns out. But I think this would definitely be something that would be incredible to have in the Bat Bunker. It would just be, quite a statement piece for sure. Do I want to spend that much money? No, I don't. But it's really incredible. I love what they did with the bust, because they always have the cape problem where you kind of have that half cape. And they actually did that backpack that he uses in Hong Kong when he flies. He's got that little backpack thing. So I thought that was really smart. I don't know if I've got a picture of that. I don't think maybe I did. But I was just blown away by the portrait. I think it's just really incredible.
That looks way better than was it Infinity Studio?
Yeah, Infinity.
I did like the arms and stuff on that for a bust, but it didn't look that good.
I've got the Infinity Joker right now, and it does have the arms. And so I don't know if it would look weird to have this next to that. They have teased, Queen Studios has teased a Joker bust, a Heath Ledger Joker bust in regular makeup, and also in the interrogation scene makeup as well, with the vest, which I would be very, very interested in that. So I don't know. I've got some thinking to do for sure, but I'm really blown away by this. We are going to see this at Singapore Comic-Con. Singapore Wonderfest that takes place, I believe, in a week or so. Queen Studios is going to be sending us footage of that, so stay tuned to the channel, and I'll keep you guys posted so you guys can see this firsthand of what it looks like. Hopefully it looks as good as it does here. Where do you guys weigh in? Do you think I should add it to the bunker?
I wouldn't blame you if you can afford it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Just the full-size Batman, at least.
Yeah, if anything, I'd probably just get this.
Yep.
Like Fatal said, you could sell a few to make room for this.
Yeah,
one.
I mean, what my honest thought was, I would sell probably my current Queen Studios third scales with the Joker sitting on the chair and Batman behind him. I'd probably sell those two pieces, and then it would be potentially. If I was going to sell something, it'd probably be, a good chunk of my Arkham line again, to make it happen. So we'll see. We'll see.
Just my opinion on the silicone likenesses. I think Queen has had more home runs than anybody else's I've seen.
I think they've looked more like the actor.
Yeah, because some of those other silicone, they're like, in the neighborhood, but not quite there.
Yeah. I think this is from Infinity. We'll move on to the Infinity bust. This is from the Batman. This is Robert Pattinson. I think this looks really good. These are final versions of him. These are the production photos of him. And I think this looks really, really good. I think obviously ones that are cowled, that have a mask, are obviously going to be better. You look at the Ben Affleck one they did. It was perfect. The mouth was perfect. They actually hand punch all of the beard in and then cut it. But I think this looks really good. This is definitely one that I would consider adding. Again, these are very expensive, $4,000. So it's not something you just toss around. But I do like it a lot. But I think I'm probably just gonna. What'd you say?
You're making me laugh. Chris, one you were just saying the last show, like you were staying away from not ordering too many busts.
I know. But see, like, then you see something like this or like this,
Mhm.
and it's just like it pulls you right back in, you know?
Yeah, that's cool.
I'd rather have the whole body.
Yeah. I would love to see Infinity do whole bodies. I think that would be cool. I think they could. But anyway, I think this is turning out really nice. Obviously, if you've ordered this one, I think you're going to be real happy. I think the likeness looks really good. So anyway, that's the Robert Pattinson from Infinity, and I would assume maybe it'll start shipping at least overseas soon. That was also by Penguin X Toys. I brought up this one earlier. I thought it was pretty interesting. This is the Batman and Robin Dead End. This is one that I'm considering getting. This one's started to grow on me quite a bit. But yeah, 120 ES on this. I was really quite surprised for a Batman piece. But again, it really just goes to show you that people are just not buying right now. This is the new Superman by In Art. This one has created quite a bit of buzz. What do you guys think about the overall likeness on this one?
What scale is that?
This is a 6 scale.
Oh, 6. Okay. That looks good to me. I don't know.
Yeah, that looks good.
I mean,
they come up with a way to put the flight stand in the back of the body by moving the zipper in the suit, and it hooks in.
Oh, I had
It's
a picture.
kind of cool.
I have a picture of it somewhere. I don't know where it went. I had it. It might be.
And it comes with a posed cape for that, and just the straight draping cape.
I mean, I say this all the time. I have this weird thing with Henry Cavill where I feel like sometimes it doesn't look like him, but everybody else says it looks amazing. I don't know. He just has one of those faces that's like odd to me, but to me, this looks like him. So.
Yeah, I think
it's pretty close. Yeah.
To me, that looks incredible. They've also tweaked it a bit from what they originally showed.
That looks better than some other versions of him.
Yep.
Yeah. Jeff, you've been a hot toy collector for a while. How do you feel like In Art is becoming pretty good competition for them?
I think they have probably pushed Hot Toys to up their game.
Yeah,
because you're seeing those artesian versions of things come out, like that Heath Ledger Joker and Scarlet Witch.
Yeah,
that's coming.
I think you're exactly right. I think it really has pushed them to improve, which is great. It's great for everybody.
Yeah, they were pretty complacent.
So, competition I think is very good for everyone. So anyway, that's the In Art. I also threw in some photos here of my Batman Triumphant, which I love. I think it turned out really nice.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
This was the one I was going to pre-order if I didn't pick up the Detective 1000.
You really can't go wrong with either one. I think I still prefer Tech. I think Tech is the better piece, but this is a really cool piece. It's just a lot of bass.
I just love the pose. I'm always like when it comes to like Batman and like Spider-Man, I'm just like a fan of when they're like crouched down on rooftops. I don't know, something about it.
I think if you have that penguin, kind of have to have that too.
Yeah, they just pair up. I mean, it was obviously designed that way, and they definitely tell a story. It's very cool. So anyway, this is Jason Fabok, if you're not familiar. I was telling the guys privately I am getting a commission from Jason Fabok, which I'm very excited about to add to my gallery.
So if you're not going to New York, how are you obtaining all your art that you're supposed to pick up?
So I think I can't remember. I can't remember if it was Matt or Billy. I think it might have been Matt. Matt is going to pick up my George Jimenez commission.
Oh, okay.
And Jason will mail the commission to me.
Oh, cool.
So anyway, that's my piece there. Since our last show, also, this is finally went up for pre-order. This is the Gotham by Gaslight. I really like this one. This one has really grown on me a lot. I haven't pre-ordered it yet because I'm just trying to envision like what I would pair this up with, or if it would just be kind of like this lone piece on the shelf. Where are you guys at with this one? Did anybody order it?
Mm.
No, it looks cool, but I agree with what Morris and Delaney kind of said about it. Well, after they said it, now I kind of agree with what they said about it.
I don't remember what they said now.
Well, the base looks a little bit like a doghouse.
Oh yeah, the doghouse base.
I don't see the style from the story. It doesn't look, the suit looked a little more homemade. The mask looked, it's not, Prime 1 did it better.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the
That was just, they hit it right on the nail on the head.
I think to me, like you're saying, that looks more like the comic art. This just looks like another cool Batman.
Yeah.
But not necessarily a Gotham by Gaslight Batman.
I don't get Gotham by Gaslight from it.
Yeah.
I mentioned before too, I really wish that they just made him a little taller, like the base a little taller instead of kind of flat. I think that would have helped.
And the style that they did the roof is a little shack looking,
Like a dog
considering that it was during Jack the Ripper time. I feel like a church roof would look in better condition and be a little bit more ornate to tell that part of the story, because that was just the style. I don't think you would see that cross just a piece of some wood nailed together.
I mean, people said the same thing about Detective 1000. It looks like he's standing on a dollhouse, but to me, that kind of passes better. This, I don't know, maybe it's the opening. It kind of does look like a doghouse or something.
Yeah, it's got the round opening in the front. Yep. So I think all valid points. Again, this is still one I am considering, even with all that said. I just don't know for sure where it would pair up, and it is very similar to the one that they did years ago. Very similar pose. Who's that? Martin Canale that did that one?
Which one?
Yeah,
the one with the chaps.
Yeah.
It's very similar to that.
Like, like this one?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right
That's
now.
with the blue one. Yeah, the pose is very similar.
Yep.
So I mean,
it looks awesome though. The sculpt is awesome.
Yeah, sculpt is phenomenal. Sculpt is great. I love
It's a cool Batman.
Yeah, I think it's awesome.
Yeah, I think like you said, Chris, if it was a little bit higher, or even like maybe put it on a riser, it'd be better.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think for sure if you could put it on something, just because you just want some height with that piece.
Yeah.
Someone suggested if you're going to go with the doghouse base, they should have a Ace the Bat Hound exclusive.
That would be cool. A Jack the Ripper Ace grimy dog. I love it. But I really like it. I think it's cool. We have some new Ghostbusters from PCS. This was the Ray stance. One that was finally revealed. Fun piece. Got a chance to see a couple of these at San Diego, but I think the likeness is really good. Comes with a different Slimer. What do you guys think of the likeness?
Close.
It's close. It's not perfect, but you could tell it's standing. Yeah. But
what's his name? Igor, whatever.
Egon.
Yeah. Egon Spengler.
He looks a little bit better. Yeah. Maybe it's because he's further away though. I don't know.
Yeah, he's blurry in the background. But anyway,
yeah, they're cool though.
That's cool.
I like the streams. What do you call those things?
Yeah, I like that too. And I think there's two different versions. You can either get the stream one or the other one. So, kind of interesting. These are some pieces from McFarlane Toys. They're doing some statues for the new Aquaman movie. Do you guys think that movie's going to be dead on arrival?
I wasn't impressed by it from the trailer, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of hard to follow for a trailer.
Yeah. And obviously, Black Manta is the villain again.
It feels a little too late,
Yeah.
also, with everything going on.
Yeah. Well, and it's weird. They've abandoned all the other characters, but yet they're still doing a film with him.
Yeah.
But that looked like, I guess, Aquaman has to break the brother out to help fight against Black Manta is what I was getting out of it.
Me too. It's like he's going to be a good guy now.
Yeah. But I did see Nicole Kidman popping in, so she was in the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
No Amber Heard, right?
She's in it too.
She's in it, but I don't remember seeing a smidge of her in the trailer.
There was 1 second of her.
I didn't even see it.
Because I went back and checked because I was curious if they completely removed her, but there's 1 second of her in the trailer. So I've heard her scenes were drastically cut after the trial. Let's talk about old MJ here. PCS. I'm not sure what to think about this piece.
Seems popular in the groups. Didn't they always have the tongue hanging out, though?
Yeah, people are complaining that it's not hanging out.
Yeah, I say that seems like the piece that's missing there.
I think you're going to get a lot of basketball fans who are not statue collectors maybe picking this one up.
What is this? 1/6, 1/4.
I think quarter.
I think quarter, yeah.
It's like black gloves.
I mean, it's kind of it's cool. It's dynamic.
And there's some conversation about whether that's the right shoes with that uniform or were they used the same year thing.
Well, those people are hardcore.
Yeah, you get the Jordan fanatics. Man.
Well, this would be like me trying to compare a Batman suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know nothing about the correct Bulls uniform. I am a fan of Michael Jordan, but I feel like the mouth open thing is kind of awkward. But
I think they're matching an actual photo, a famous photo.
Okay, that makes sense.
But the thing, I really like PCS as a company. I really like some of their licenses, but all of their likenesses seem to be about 80%.
Yeah, I would concur. I think Ant does phenomenal work. But I agree. I think that when it comes to actor likeness, I think the pieces that are not actors are the ones that shine for PCS, like the Turtles, Shredder, some of the video game ones. I think those shine, whereas I feel like they still need some work on the actors.
Yep.
Or the real people.
Candyman was good.
I feel like he was the exception. I feel like he's probably the best one they've done.
Yeah.
I mean, overall, I do like this. I would pick this up if I was like a sports collector. Somebody in the, who was it, Bryan? Where'd that comic go? Where was it? Justin said, Ant said on Facebook that they were, wait, now it's scrolling. I lost it. They were forced to remove the tongue.
Oh, you're kidding.
The licensor?
Could be. I'm assuming, yeah.
See, it might have been approval from Jordan himself. He didn't want it. Or maybe he thought it looked weird, or
could be.
But anyway, that's coming out from PCS. I'm assuming they'll do more.
It's a cool piece.
I really like what they've done here. This is XM Studios. This is a brand new Spider-Man symbiote piece. I really like the lightning bolts. I think that's really fun.
Me too. That's like the main thing I love about it. Like without that, I don't really like the statue. Yeah,
it's funny because like you could take them off.
Yeah.
But I just like it's just fun because it makes it look like the comic book came to life. I think it's a fun base, but again, there's the lightning bolts. But you can.
So that's the spider sense.
Yeah, it's a spider. It's a tingly.
Yeah.
But you can take them off.
Seen a lot of comments, people not liking the base.
There's a lot going on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it detract from him?
I don't think so. I mean, I think he definitely stands out.
It's
Mhm.
different. I mean, that's what really helps it. The yellow, the Spidey tingling sense
Yeah.
from his head really helps it just add another pop of color.
I think that actually makes him pop out. I mean,
Yeah.
because without it, you have so much red.
Yeah, it's like moving forward.
But I love him lunging forward. I think it's a fun piece. I think this is one of their better pieces that they've had revealed in a while. I dig it.
Me too.
But especially I was like, I love the lightning bolts. I would love to see Prime One do something like that with some of their stuff. I think it's really clever because it really makes you feel like the comic's coming to life. This was the Elvira that is premiered from Tweeterhead. This goes up for sale, depending on when you're watching this, September 28th. So definitely stay tuned if you're interested. This smiling, what?
That's tomorrow.
That is tomorrow. That's right. This piece is going to be available at Tweeterhead, the one you're looking at. This is the smiling portrait. Also, they also have a autograph certificate by Elvira. If you want to add that onto your purchase, it's going to be an additional $85, and they're only going to sign as many as they sell, which I thought was pretty cool. So if you're wanting an autograph from Elvira with a certificate, $85 on top, and you can get this one directly at Tweeterhead. This is, again, a smiling portrait. This is quarter scale. I think this is going to be immensely popular. What do you guys think?
Yep. I
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is going to
be kind of funny to watch other streams talk about this piece, especially streams made up of people younger than us. I saw on one stream someone, he estimated that one of these will have an edition size of 100 and the other one will be about 50.
Oh, no chance.
And so it's so interesting that different generations appreciate a character differently.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think this is going to be really popular.
I do too.
It's kind of like at some point that, a history of pop culture just is lost on. They have no idea about any of that.
Yeah.
It's back when movies were fun.
Yes,
Yeah.
right. You're
I think they went a little low. Like, speaking of popular, I think they might have maybe went a little bit too low on their store exclusive. I think it might sell a little bit better than.
Yeah, I think Chad might have underestimated a little.
Yeah. But I like the way they're releasing it as far as like their sales strategy, where giving Sideshow a certain amount and then doing a certain amount pre-release on their end. But it is a little bit of a gamble, because like I said, the heads aren't removable, so it's comes down to now, like, they got to hope people really love the one from Tweeterhead, so people order directly from Tweeterhead.
Yeah, I mean, I see the good and bad in that. I agree and disagree a little bit, because obviously there's going to be people that say, well, why didn't they just make both head sculpts available? And I'm assuming that they've thought of that. I'm assuming it just wasn't doable with like the neckline or whatever to make it look right. And so obviously they did this two different look. Now what we're looking at right here is what's considered the sultry look. And this is going to be available only at Sideshow. So, there's going to be some collectors that get both of these. There's going to be some collectors that buy one or the other. But yeah, it is a gamble, I think, a little bit for them. But I think that both versions will do very well for them.
Yeah. No, I think they played it smart, though, with that the autograph signature. So it's the statue is very affordable. The signature is very affordable.
Yeah.
And then I think that's just going to drive the extra sales. Because if I was a buyer of this statue, I mean, the faces I'd be happy with either one. But the addition of the signature and, the lower price tag, I mean, I guess you get the same price tag on both of them. But yeah, I think they played it pretty smart the way they're doing it.
Yeah. So anyway, congratulations to anybody that picks this one up. A lot of Elvira fans out there. So I do think it's one of the best ones they've ever created. So I think it's way better than their original 6 scale that they did years ago.
This is probably top of the line likeness.
Yeah. And this just goes to show you. This just goes to show you again, Tweeterhead taking things to the next level, producing really nice things for a really decent price point.
Yep.
Yeah.
New Catwoman from Olivia. Michelle Pfeiffer. I don't love this one as much as some of her other ones.
Bad
But-
day at the Permateria.
That's right. That is my favorite scene, though. I love when she has the hair sticking out of her cowl.
It is a lot of hair.
It's a lot of hair.
Yeah, that's a.
Scarlet Witch and Vision, another art print coming to Sideshow soon, showing off some of the art prints. Jeff Morris mentioned this one earlier. This is that artisan edition of Scarlet Witch. I think the likeness is insanely good.
Yeah.
But some people have said her hair color is not quite right.
The hair
That
is definitely
hair
throwing
color
off.
is the color it was in Endgame. That's where it's from.
Oh, okay. So it is correct then?
That scene when she's fighting Thanos.
Okay.
Because she's been snapped, so she comes back to a portal.
Comes back, yeah.
So we haven't seen her since. The hair color was lighter. But I mean, the Scarlet Witch figures seem to sell out or have sold out pretty quickly, and especially this one being a little extra.
Yeah. Well, and these artisan ones, these are the ones that screw up the Sideshow website.
Yeah.
That you have to, you're 17,000 in online.
2,500.
Yeah.
2,500 of them made.
Yeah, they'll
And
go
if I
quick.
was going to get one, I really am not a big fan of them doing that molded plastic hair on the female figures. I think they look like big Marvel Legends.
Like this.
Oh, so that's not even real hair, right? That's
This
This is real hair.
Oh, it is real?
But the regular version has like molded hair that doesn't move.
That's what we're looking at right now.
So it does look a little weird in the.
That
That's
is
the only thing that's throwing it off is the hair.
That's
That
the
is.
that's sculpted. This is the rooted.
The real, yes.
Oh, okay.
That's everything that we saw so far. This is all the real hair until you get to this one. This is the rooted. This is the sculpted. It's a big difference.
So I mean, there's very limited movement to the head and neck if you pose it like that, because it's,
The hair doesn't move.
doesn't move.
So anyway, that one's coming out. The Artisan, I know that one will be very popular. Hot Toys has also shown this new Iron Man, which I think is a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
I think he looks really good. Love the base on it. Kind of the arc reactor back there. Unmasked portrait.
That's cool.
I can see this one being pretty popular among collectors. It's also got the different swap out chest. So it's fun. It's a fun piece. This one's a little odd. This is the Spider-Man black suit. This is the Tobey Maguire version, which I think is. I love his portrait. Like his portrait is so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when he had like the bitchy attitude.
Yeah, the emo Spider-Man,
Mhm.
It looks like a picture. It looks just
where
like
he goes dancing down the street.
Yeah.
But the symbiote's kind of fun. A little Venom.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything is like sculpted really nicely. It's just a weird
Yeah,
concept with
it's a weird piece. Yeah, it's a weird piece.
a venom head on top of his shoulder.
But it's really the sculpt that really brings it to life. Of
Mhm.
course, you could just do it like this, like where it's more of like a regular black suit Spider-Man. But that's the main event right there. That's crazy good.
Yeah.
Crazy good. Also had a Miles Morales piece. Thought this one was kind of fun and colorful. Good
Mhm.
likeness from the movie.
I haven't seen this movie.
Me either.
So I haven't either yet.
I tried to watch the first 5 minutes and it just threw me into like vertigo mode. Like
It was too much.
I mean, I watched the first one, the same thing happened, and I eventually got used to it. But now the second one, they went really like extreme with like the color style, and there's just I don't know, it's a different animation.
So
style
are you
than
saying it's not really targeting 40-year-olds?
that. It might take me some adjusting like it did with the first one. I might have to stay with it for like 10, 15 minutes before.
Yeah. But it's a cool looking piece. And then they also have the Spider Punk that they've shown this week as well.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
a lot of Spider-Man love. This is just, I think this one's fun. Again, definitely a different style, but if you're a 6-scale collector, a lot of really great choices for you guys. I know there's a lot of 6-scale collectors that are watching, and really fun background.
Is this a spoiler? Mike saying spoiler.
No spoiler. Okay,
I don't know. I didn't see it.
we'll skip right by then. This is a new black and white piece from McFarlane.
That's cool.
I love this. This is really great. The cape is really nice. You can see the cape flow.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see that they're continuing on with this line to continue to do these, because I know there's so many black and white collectors out there. But that is available for pre-order right now. Also a Catwoman. This is the J. Scott Campbell, which I think this one's really fun.
Is this the one where he was releasing so much artwork, like concept artwork?
Yeah,
on
I have
it.
it. So this is the actual statue, which I think is really nice. I love the body pose on this. But he submitted all this artwork that he provided McFarlane.
It was so much. It was so much. I got tired of sharing. I was like, "Wow, people are going to think I'm like spamming the groups with the."
It was really neat, though. I love the behind the scenes stuff. I mean, look at this. You even have like the Pantone colors.
Wow.
It's just neat insight to see what all goes in from like concept to like this stage to like actually producing the statue, and then to how close it actually is to his drawing.
Yeah.
I think it's really interesting.
Yeah, you can tell he's really involved in the whole process.
Yeah. I think some artists aren't involved as much, but it's really nice to see the process here. This is also a new Harley. I'm assuming that this is considered like one of the black and whites or the reds or whatever that line was. But this is kind of a fun Harley for any Harley collectors out there. Again, this is all McFarlane toys, but these are resin statues.
Okay.
All the ones that we've shown today, not PVC. And this one too from McFarlane. Really beautiful Wonder Woman.
Which one am I thinking of? No, that was
And again, same thing where they show like the reference photos of her.
So it is J. Scott Campbell.
Yeah, this is J. Scott.
Hmm.
Again, here's the actual statue.
I like all the reference images better than the statue.
Yeah, it kind of. I feel like it lost something.
Yep.
Yeah, I tend to agree. I think the drawings are beautiful. I mean, but it's just hard to capture his drawings.
Well, they do it pretty well with the fairy tale fantasy.
Well, that's true. Sideshow nails them. You bring up a great point.
he's definitely provided a lot of background for it.
Yeah. Love this one. This is another black and white as well. How great is that?
I hate when my cape attacks me.
Yeah, I said, that's what I said.
This is one I might consider getting and putting it on the secret entrance.
Mm-hmm.
It is cool, but I mean, really, is that what's happening in the story? Is he fighting? Because that's what it looks like.
I don't know. I think it's just meant to be dynamic. I got some in-hand photos of the J&D Batman. I think this thing turned out really, really good, except for this. I don't love the unmasked portrait as much. I still feel like it's kind of that weird old person look that we've talked about. It just makes them look old.
Melted candle look.
Yeah, kind of melted candle, kind of droopy. But the suit itself, I think, looks phenomenal. And the cowled portrait, I think, is really, really good.
Yeah, I agree about that.
Yeah, that looks good to me. So again, I still feel like there could be room for improvement on the unmasked pieces, but
yeah, that looks like Monday morning after the weekend at Burning Man. Or Coachella or something.
But it'll be interesting to compare this one to the Prime 1 when it comes out finally.
Yep.
I did opt to do the Prime 1 just because I was so blown away by it in San Diego. But I do think this one turned out pretty nice.
It's the one that they did that weird thing where maybe I'm thinking of J&D.
This is
That
J&D.
is J&D. Is that the one where like the head removes
Yeah.
off of this?
Yeah, the whole front plate, like it's all silicone under this, and then this front plate right here, you can see the seams that comes off, and so it is really weird because he has like no forehead.
Yeah.
So it is a little odd when you watch him put it together, but I do think it looks good for what it turned out to be. I think it's one of their best pieces to date.
Yep.
These are some in-hand photos already of the Tech 1000, the blue. I think this thing looks awesome with the blue. Blue Batman isn't necessarily my favorite, but I really like this one. I think if you're going to get a blue Batman, this is definitely one to consider. I just think it looks beautiful.
Black for me.
Yeah, say black for me too, for sure. But it's cool to see it done this way. Here's again some in-hand photos of the Hulk. This is the one we had a guest review on the channel. This is the gray version. Of course, when you watch Jeff's version, he's going to have the green. So definitely again check out Secret Sanctuary. Either tonight, like you said, or tomorrow morning. Definitely check out that review. I can't wait to watch it myself. But man, he is just so impressive looking. And look at the size of him.
He's a big fella.
Like,
You should did an unboxing vid. I would like to see that.
It's crazy.
Now, is he in scale to that Thor and Captain America?
Yeah, he is.
So, how was it putting it together? Were you able to do it by yourself, or do you have to get help?
Yeah, no, it's pretty easy. It's the heaviest piece is the bottom of the base, which is 47 pounds, but it's very easy to assemble.
Does he feel solid, or do you feel like he's hollow in parts?
I heard Jay in a live stream say he doesn't like hollow.
Okay.
So I think it's solid.
Good.
Yeah.
This is the Pure Arts Penguin. I know this thing is weird, but I still love it.
Me too.
I love it. I showed my wife, and I was like, so I'm like trying to convince myself to get it. And I was like, what do you think of this? And she said, it looks like a head on a stick. Because that's what it is.
If you could like wrap something around this stick, though.
Well, they wrapped a scarf. There's a scarf around it.
Oh, there you go.
Comes with a ducky, but I love it. I think it's really good, but it's still really odd.
It's impressive, though. It looks real. Like,
it's expensive. Was it like $1,200 or something? So it's not cheap, but I do think it turned out nice. They've also started shipping the cowl and the Catwoman cowl as well already. So people should be getting these in hand soon. Pure Arts also teased a prestige line of The Witcher. You can kind of see the size of it. I think they definitely need to do some work on the hair.
Woo!
That's pretty bad. But anyway, it looks like, what do you guys think? Half scale?
Maybe.
It's pretty big.
Yeah, it could be.
I don't know if they've said specifically, but anyway, they've got a number coming. And again, here's a little bit.
Oh yeah, that's big.
Better look. It's pretty big.
That's half.
Yeah. So anyway, some new stuff if you're a Witcher fan. These were sent in by our friends at Tweeterhead. This is that new Wonder Woman that they have cooking up. I feel like she might be long overdue at this point, but obviously they're working on her. So anyway, this is the new I don't know her name, but she's a female Transformer. This is from XM Studios at one of their recent shows. Again, do you guys know anything about this character? I don't know anything about it.
No, she must be popular among the male Transformers because I've never seen a female Transformer.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of metal dudes hanging together all the time. They had some other pieces on display, which is really cool. That Optimus Prime is really cool. That bust. and some other pieces as well. I know they're going to have a number of pieces on display at Singapore here next week.
I think her name is RC from Justin Racklin in the
RC.
Yeah, ARCEE.
Oh, the girl?
Yeah.
RC. Okay. Thank you, Justin. Let's see. I don't know if I missed that one, but cool. New Catwoman art print from Ian McDonald, coming soon from Sideshow.
It's nice.
Yeah, I like the colors. Looks nice framed up.
It's like the new modern suit.
This is another new Harley cover, which I thought was really good. I know this one's gotten some attention.
So Will Jack.
It's a really nice cover.
Yeah, so they're reprinting Batman Adventures number 12.
That's cool.
Which is the first appearance of Harley, I believe.
Yeah,
right?
that's really neat. That'll be highly collectible, I have a feeling.
She looks 14.
I was going to say she does look young.
I mean,
but obviously I think that's the idea. I think it's the target audience. They're trying to get some younger readers.
Yeah, that's it.
Or some weird perverts. I don't know.
You have to weigh it out. Perverts and younger readers. So, you have to
They're
pick your audience,
They're trying to grab on the thirsty boy.
Oh, Lord.
That was a very optimistic view of what's going on here.
Well, coming from me, are you shocked?
That's funny.
Somebody posted this, and I thought this was really cool to see Sanity next to the Bat Bike. I've not ever seen these side by side, but it's really kind of cool to see. They're both different scales. That's 6 scale and quarter scale, but cool to see them side by side.
Yeah.
That's still the piece that I would love to own, that particular one.
It's definitely a piece that needs to be by itself.
Yeah.
Because I have it in my other side of my room by itself. Actually, I have a full-size bust next to it, but I don't know, it looks very small next to like for example, the Bat Bike.
Yeah.
And it's not that small of a piece, really.
Yeah. I think it's deceiving. This is the new piece from Prime 1. Prime 1 listened to feedback and changed some things with the portraits, which I thought was really smart. I think the edition size, if I remember right from earlier, was $450 on this guy. And I thought the price point was pretty decent considering you're getting 3 quarter scales. I think this one will do really well for Prime 1. Obviously a very, very popular game.
I'm sure they'll sell a few more of these now that the other company went out of business.
Yeah, good point. This was also one that went up for pre-order. We've already talked about this one before with our reaction shows and things like that, but I'm actually considering this one. I really like it. I think she would pair up really nice with my Batman Who Laughs.
Oh, she would.
Because she would be the only other one I'd get. And I would be really happy with just the with this one, the regular. I wouldn't need the deluxe or anything like that. I would use this portrait. Actually, I think it's the regular is this red one, red and blue. I actually like the blue and black a little bit better, but
yeah,
I think the regular would be just fine for me. But I really like the Bud and Lou. Yeah, this is the deluxe. I do like that portrait.
I think it's worth picking up, even if you have, since you have the Batman Who Laughs.
See which ones the regular is. Now, do you get the hyenas with both of them?
Yes. So this portrait right here that we're looking at, that's the regular. And you also get, I think, this one next to it. I think this is the regular version right here. And then the deluxe is this one and this one and this one right here, which is exactly the same as the regular, except it's instead of red, it's got the thin blue makeup.
It does look good with the black though.
Yeah, I like the black better, of course. But I'm not going to pay the extra price for it. You do get both Bud and Lou on both versions.
Yeah, this one's grown on me. I wasn't like a huge fan of it when it was first shown, but like you, like if I were to pick this up, I would just display it with the normal,
Yeah.
where you can see her face. I think it looks
which is
cool.
right here. This is the regular. I love the metallics of her. I think she's really, really beautiful. So anyway, it's on my maybe list on my spreadsheet. Had some other pieces on display from XM at a recent event. I always really appreciate all of these convention photos. It's cool to see some more XM pieces like this. White Knight, Harley. This was just something interesting that somebody posted. So this was the Hush Batcave. The shipping fee on it was $855 because this one was on sale. So everybody was like, "Oh, we're really excited about the sale." But then they got to the shipping part of it, and standard shipping was $855. So then they put a new piece in their cart, which is also a big, large third scale. This is the brand new Harley, and the shipping quote was half at $423.
Shenanigans.
So shenanigans, right? Shenanigans. Why would this one be $855 to ship to this person, and a newer piece is $423 to ship? It makes you think, folks.
It's like with most sales in life. Sometimes the item's not really on sale. They just say it was marked down lower than it was.
Yep. That's exactly right. Well, that, folks, is, gosh, I think maybe 150, 200 pictures we just looked at.
Hey guys, thank you so very much for watching today, and if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button right here on the screen and check out these two awesome videos. I think you're going to love them. And also please join us on social media: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I would love to have you join in all the fun. Thank you guys so very much for watching. See you in the Batcave.